Good afternoon. So, as promised, today we're using some of the little cards from the Clarifying Life Situations, and these are the ones by Shishui. So we have quite a few that have fallen out actually, so we'll see if we can tell a little story. So the first one is A Frost of Stillness. And this is embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. So this is reminding us that we have to be present in the pause, in the breath between the breath, in that vacuum, in our holy womb of creation. Because when we sit in stillness, that is when we actually get reflective clarity. The alternative message to this: stop and reflect. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. So it's about not running ahead. It's about being present in this now moment, reflecting and being very grateful for where you are, understanding how far you have come, and just consolidating some of those lessons. And by doing that, we can actually reflect and be grateful for that journey, for those lessons, for the blessings, for the awkward moments that actually now in the present you can see and understand why they were so awkward, but why they were so necessary, because they have altered your trajectory and you are where you are. The next one is Soul Whispers. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. So this is about tuning in to your intuition, about looking at something, hearing something, but actually deciphering and decoding what it actually means, looking beyond the periphery and diving into the depths of what somebody is saying, what somebody is feeling, how you're feeling, how you're resonating with what somebody is saying. Does it resonate as truth for you, or does it resonate and say, thank you, but no thank you? And it's about discernment. So you're just asked to be discerning, learn how to observe, to listen, to hear, and reflect if needed. The alternative message to this one is learning secrets. Stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. So this is about understanding the void within the spaces. This is understanding from a different perspective, from a higher collective perspective and a personal perspective. What is actually being said? What is being offered? What are you absorbing? What are you attracting? What are you admitting? And it's about the lesson and the blessing and how it affects you and how you can earn from it. So I pop this now on the table. Yeah, you just wait a minute. The next one is Souls of Balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scales to weigh decisions with both the heart and the mind. Yeah, I know. So this is about being open and understanding that although you may want a soul-led career, life, environment, that in the balance of everything, that you may have to do some work outside of that to actually balance everything out. You know, that you have got some bills to pay, you've got some commitments, you've got some things that you have to do. And although you are very dedicated in the work that you're doing, you have to remind yourself that the mundane is as important as the spiritual. And in doing that, you're balancing your mind and your heart to have an equilibrium of both, to give you the flexibility and the generous understanding that you need to balance both, because both are needed. The opposite message is harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind, and answers unveil your path to balance. Yeah, well, okay. So yeah, it's about understanding that you can embrace both, and they can be both positive and uplifting, but you pursue what you're after with justice, with fairness, but you keep an open mind, and your answers will unveil your path, and you will find the balance that you're seeking. But it's about perception, it's about understanding, it's about searching and looking through the lens of your highest outcome. Ride the current, embrace change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. This one actually came up upside down, so I'm reading it backwards. So this is about being open to allow change into your life. Don't be rigid. Be like the reed and bend to the will. Not to change your mind every 5 minutes, because that really irritates people, but to have your feet anchored and being able to be adaptable. But like a reed in the river, you sway over the breeze, so you're the motion of the stream, and you can have resistance and resilience, but you're still grounded in where you are. So you're open to different avenues, you open up to different areas. But as you perform this dance, as you be more malleable, those answers will come to you, because you'll touch different directions, you'll touch different energies, you'll touch different dimensional vortices that actually will give you what you need. And the other answer is tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Says it all, doesn't it, really? So it's about embracing change, not being resisted, to allow the flow of transition. And with the flow of transition, we will actually get to where we're going, because there will be no resistance. So the next one, sorry, I've got two more. The next one is one last move. You have come far on your journey. Keep going, and you will soon see what you have accomplished. And this is asking you not to give up, that what you're searching for, what you're guiding for, what you're working towards is actually on the horizon. And that you need to have the faith and belief that you will actually get it, because it is here. It's tangible, it's physical, it's energetic. You just have to have the resonance to actually see it and call it to you. So don't let the naysayers, don't let your own doubt second guess what's actually coming, and don't give up before the blessing arrives. Almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. What do we say? And speaking of fruit, I have some lovely plums off my tree this year. Yeah, I actually beat the blackbird to it. It's lovely. Really soft and juicy. Some really nice Victoria plums. So this is just about persisting in the faith that you know what is coming, that you strive for what you are actually embracing, and that you are on the brink of a breakthrough, and it will come. But like everything, it comes in divine timing. When everything is aligned, you are aligned, and your resonance and your energy is uplifted enough and of the same resonance that actually it will attract each other, a bit like a magnet. It'll come to you because you're resonating with that frequency. So the last one today is Mountain of Mastery. Ascend towards self-realization and triumph. Guide by the stoic presence of the mastery mountain pathway. And this is really about stepping into your power, stepping into your light, claiming your sovereignty, understanding that you are that master, that you have always been the master, and that what you say, you think, you do, you feel, you resonate is who you attract and who is mirrored back to you, or what is mirrored back to you. But if you step into the mountain of mastery, that you've claimed your prize and that you stay there, and then you climb that mountain and it gives you everything that you want, and then becoming the master, you then become the teacher. Because we were all students, teachers and masters in various different things. And because you're a master in one, it doesn't mean you're not a student in another. And everybody is on an equal playing field, and nobody is any better or any lesser than any of us. We're just all here to learn, to embrace and to remember our sovereign guidance, our ancient knowledge of actually remembering who we are at the center, at the core of our being, that vibrational essence of love. So the peak has been reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent. For you've climbed high and earned your view. So it's just saying that when you get to the top, don't boast about it, but just enjoy the view. Think of everything that has actually taken to get you there, all that you have overcome, all that you have mastered, and to enjoy the vista, to enjoy the accolade, to enjoy the opening of new directions and new energies. It is very, very worthy. Spirit is just saying, well done. So I found today, well, I didn't find them actually, they caught my eye again today. For those that have been following me for quite a while, I used to read the cards, and then I used to pull some little cards from the Eternal Light, the Tony Carmine Salarino deck, and this has been produced by Blue Angel. Well, I haven't done it for eons, ages. But I thought, yeah, I'll see what comes out. So we have 4. And the little tiny cards, that only little tiny scripture on them. Not spiritual scripture, but just a scripture of words, and something for you to think about. So the first one is renewed purpose. A kind gesture from a surprising source restores your faith in humanity and rekindles a flame of excitement. Creativity and joy surface as you experience a sense of oneness and interconnectedness with all of life. With this comes a revitalized sense of intention and inspiration. Don't know quite what's happening there. Don't know. I'm not quite sure what happens. Don't know, it stopped and started again. Oh well, let's see if we have to dub it. So these are the little cards from Tony Carmine Salarino by Eternal Light. And the first one is renewed purpose. A kind gesture from a surprising source restores your faith in humanity and rekindles a flame of excitement. Creativity and joy surface as you experience a sense of oneness and interconnectedness with all life. With this comes revitalized sense of intention and inspiration. So it's about understanding that we are all one essence, we are all one light, and that we all come from one vibrational energy, which is source. We are all bits of source, all lights of source, all fractals of source, and there's only a little tiny bit of us has come down to earth, and the rest of us are actually up in the echelons of the higher energies and dimensions. The second one is embrace the new. Life is a circle, a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new chapter and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that nothing is ever truly lost, for all live on eternally in our hearts. Threads of love connect us all. No one and no thing are separate. And this is a lovely one, actually. This used to make me cry when I'd lost a loved one. But this is just reminding us that although we can't see, feel and touch a person, an animal, or an object that has been taken from us, we still can carry their vibration in our heart, and that it is never lost, because we are all vibrational beings, and it is just returned to its original source. And when we return back to our original source, we too can embrace in the whole. The next one is don't give up. In silence, all knowledge is revealed. To an open heart, all is wisdom. Don't give up on your dreams. Go forth, shine and savor every moment. Be the love you seek and the change you wish to see. Give freely without condition, for it is through giving that you now receive. And that is very true, actually. You know, we should give from a point of not expecting anything in return, just pure love and joy in our heart, compassion. And when we do that, we do it without expecting anything. We often actually are blessed in so many other ways. And the last one is a message from your inner child. If I could, I would tell you every day to worry less, that you do not know how beautiful you are, that I love you, and you are perfect as you are. Reach for the stars, the ones glowing brightly within, just behind your doubts and insecurities. Embrace them and shine. And that's just a little message from the inner child, saying that she is here, she loves you, she or he sees you, and that in their eyes that you are the embodiment of love. And it's also a reminder that we need to invigorate and energetically to create play and joy in our life. And that way we are actually giving sustenance to the inner child, because we need to be that inner child. That inner child needs to grow with us. So, you know, if you want to go and run after an ice cream van and buy an ice cream, if you want to get on a helter-skelter, if you want to glide down a slide, if you want to just paddle in the sea up to your knees and get your trousers wet or your skirt wet or whatever, as you did as children, and if you want to chase after the waves and try and get to the shore, the dry bit of the shore before the wave gets to you when it's on its way in, these are all things that sort of make your heart sing, can make you feel joyful and childlike. Going and jumping in whole what I'm trying to think of, gatherings of dried leaves in the winter. I used to love doing that as a child. You know, I used to rake them for hours. Dad just be in the garden raking them for hours, and you know, he'd then get them in a nice big pile, then jump in them. He used to go mad. Yeah, me, the dog. Which was a whale of a time. But of course, then we had to then rake it all back together again. But it's just enjoying, just allowing that child to play, allowing you to feel that that joy and that wonder. Anyway, from Poppy and I, we're going to bid you good night. We have a bit of work to do. It's not been a bad day today, actually. I have been working. Not quite warm enough to sit outside in a summer dress, but it's been very pleasant to look at. So from Poppy and I, who is the other side of the phone, being very good, second day running, I'll bid you good night until we meet again. Namaste.